Hi, this is Melanie Dawn, and this is Dawn of Wisdom. It's been a while since I've done a podcast, so I'm going to jump on. I'm on a long drive into the valley for a car show and to stay with my beautiful friend, Linda. And I wanted to jump on here to discuss gossip. I had an incident yesterday at my hairstylist. My hairstylist is a beautiful person, but she is very, she is not on time. She doesn't return texts. She's just, in a lot of ways, I feel irresponsible. Yet I love her haircuts. So I kind of tolerate it. Even though she's very sweet, she always apologizes and she does always get back to me. I find this frustration built inside of me. I know where it comes from, and we'll discuss that later. So I went to my hair appointment and I'm sitting there, and it's 20 minutes after, and the girl up front says to me, "Who are you waiting for?" And I said, "I'm waiting for my hairstylist," and I won't say her name. And I said, "I'm very frustrated. She's always does this to me, and I'm ready to move on." And I expressed my frustration to this stranger. And it was an ugly feeling. I felt wrong doing it. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but because I had such low energy and my frustration, I expressed it. Well, I immediately went in to see my hairstylist. She apologized, what she always does, and instead of telling her, "I'm a little frustrated that you were late, I didn't feel heard," I just got over it, and it was done, and I felt fine. I didn't feel angry. The anger was prior, but I didn't say anything to her. So I move on thinking everything's fine, it's done. And then I get a text from her within an hour going, "I had no idea that you were so upset. I am very sorry. If you want to see another hairstylist, I understand." And I was just sick. And my ego, I immediately started saying, "Oh my God, that bitch repeated what I said," and da-da-da. And that only went on for a moment because I stopped myself and I said, "No, you did do that. You did say that." And instead of going right to her, I chose to gossip. And I felt shame. And then I immediately sat back going, "I am so embarrassed and I apologize, and I should have directly talked to you." And I said, "This is my own thing, feeling like I'm not being listened to, and I don't want to change my hairstylist." So we went back and forth for a while, but I took full responsibility. I had no business talking about her. I did have reason to feel frustration, but I should have said it to her. And I told her, from here on out, I'm talking directly to you, and I am very sorry that I spoke behind your back. So I don't feel shame. I'm going to let this go. I mulled it over last night. I said all I needed to say to feel better. I did. I feel that my feelings and emotions were justified, but I handled it all wrong. And I think that's what we do with gossip. I think it's easier for us to talk about someone than to talk to them when it's negative. And I hate to say negative, but when the vibration is low, when you're feeling frustration, whatever it may be, instead of going to the person you feel that about, if you care about them, we talk behind their back because it's easier. We get anger and we spit it out and we say things, and it's easier for us because the other way is too direct. But if we come from a vibration of love, and if we build up our positive emotions, if we sit back and think about it, I caught it immediately when I started to talk about my frustration with her to this person that doesn't even know me. I immediately felt what I was doing was wrong. And I'm not a gossiper. I have my person that I go to when I want to talk to, that I'll spew everything to. I think we all need that person. I think we need to get this stuff out. But we need to be careful that when we talk about someone we care about, that we're not gossiping and spewing our anger and frustration when we should be talking to the person. Hard communication, guys. Very difficult communication. But we can do it, and we start small. When I caught myself is when I should have stopped, sat down, took a deep breath, and said, I feel frustrated, but I will talk directly to this person. It would have taken away a lot of this gossiping bullshit that I was doing. So my wisdom for today is, instead of talking about someone, talk to them. And I'm not talking about the frustration we feel with somebody and that we don't even know, or that we're angry at. We need that person. We need to express ourselves. We need to handle it. We need to maybe handle it differently. We need to understand that humans are human. These are people. These are people that were once babies. And why they do certain things really has nothing to do with you. And it's something we need to learn. So when you get this feeling, and you know when you do it, you know when you're doing it. If you don't know, then I'm asking you to seek out that love and gratitude and that side of you that is kind. Take a deep breath. Sit down and take a deep breath and ask yourself if you should be talking about this person, and instead talk to them. Yeah. So that's my wisdom for today. Instead of talking about somebody, talk to somebody. I am very good at saying to someone, well, you don't need to be rude. Or when I feel a frustration at, say, a grocery store with a cashier, I stop and ask myself why it was triggering me. And, this is a shadow of mine. This is something that I have worked on since I was, for many years, is not feeling heard. I know where it comes from, and I know where I get frustrated. So, yes, a lot of what I was feeling was justified, but I had no business talking to this person. I should have talked directly to my hairstylist. And so I assured her that next time I will. And she said, I believe you. Thank you. We sent each other hearts, and it was all good. Experience, growth. I always battle with shame after I do something like this, but it's becoming less and less because I know that it's a lesson. It's a lesson that I need to learn. I need to not talk about anybody. If I want to talk about somebody, I have a therapist. Thank God I have a therapist. I have my person. You can't go to total strangers and talk about someone. So, that's my wisdom for today. Nurse Mellow on Instagram, nurse.mellow@yahoo.com. Email me, send me a message, send me a question. I got a question about this a while back, and so I think it happened for that reason, so I could address it. And I think it's fucking amazing that this stuff happens. Anyways, tons of love.